Welcome everyone. Welcome to this new quick analysis of my latest painting, Olympus 4. So we have here the latest version, right? The images I consider done. I even added my signature. So let's start first from Blender. Right, we are in Blender right now. So I spend most of the time in Blender actually creating the main ship itself, mostly inspired by Albator and other science fiction cartoon I was watching when I was younger. The main work was done on the shape itself, and then working with several addition, like what we call gribble, just to add details on the surface of the ship itself. Mostly the idea was to make it complex from the distance. The idea here is I want for people to feel like it's a big one, right? And so what I did was to add first these tiny ships and also a asteroid field, so we can feel the size. So for the ship, the small ship themselves, I use a kit bash named Cargo. Let's go to Cargo. Here, we are in Cargo, so it's an application you can buy and you pay a yearly or monthly subscription, right? And so I took two ships from their collection that I liked. The idea was to accelerate the process. The ships are very tiny, and I will repaint them anyway. But at least they can give me the opportunity to just save time, right? And again, the idea was to demonstrate how massive the ship was. And thus I decided to use these two ships there. And of course, the last step will be in Photoshop. All right, we are in Photoshop right now. As usual, it's the same process, right? So I start to paint the background itself using an image of a nebula, which is this one here, on top of a painting where I also added stars, right? So I found on element.envato.com, I found a view of stars, so I just dumped that here. From there, yes, I am painting the asteroid. So the asteroid, there is a slight chromatic aberration effect that it's maybe difficult to see if you are not zoomed in, but it gives a sense of movement, a sense of blurriness here, see? And that's actually a duplication of my asteroid themselves that I, as usual, paint over the 3D object. After that, we have the, so let's go back here. After that, we have the tiny ships themselves. Again, paint over the 3D objects. Then the Olympus itself, where, yes, I spent quite some time on several details. I wanted to have a very clean view of the top because the sun is coming from the background. And on top of that, I added the station itself. For the station, as usual, that's probably a good example how I work. Here, I can zoom in that space here. So I have the 3D version coming like that, which is kind of just blurry. I don't like that. Too much detail and blurry simultaneously. So what I do most of the time, I repaint over the entire surface to give it a painterly style, right? Yes, like that. And that's the final version. And finally, let's see. Finally, we have the special effects. So let's see, in order, I have some color dodge to generate the fields, the generators, the reactors, and the light on the ship. And then I add some, yeah, this is an overlay because I did not like that part here. Then some screen effect and bloom. So to do the bloom, I take the bright side of the ship, I store that into a new layer, and then I use a screen mode where I apply twice a blur, a Gaussian blur. So that generates this tiny cool effect. After that, I can close that part here, don't save please. After that, the only missing piece is a camera raw filter that will just apply a more definition, some vignette, and a slight color change, so before and after, and then the signature. And voila, thank you very much for watching. Have a very nice day.